Okay, so I'm going to start a new dynasty. It's my normal splash, but Heisman, this is going to be coaching only. So taking care of personnel. Well, once I get there, let the auto advance for the players. I will advance the coach myself because why would you auto advance a coach? But that's not my thing. Also, yeah, so right here working on some of the settings, the player transfer stuff is really still stupid. They really turn over much too rapidly, especially for smaller schools. I mean, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It never really did. It's like, oh, well, I want to, they have these high ratings because it's all based on their overall, like, or the desires, right? So the guy's pretty good. So he has a B rating for
It's
something.
now
He's at a
time to
small school that
select
was
your
never going to
team.
be
Would
anything
you
like
prefer to
that. So it
take
makes
over
no
an
sense
established
whatsoever.
contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay
Not my
attention to
default.
each team's prestige rating, represented by the
Build a team
number
from
of
the ground
stars
up.
next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the
0
other hand,
stars.
lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours.
Yeah, I want the region in the East. There's more opportunities. That's another thing. I've watched some of the other YouTubers and gotten an idea on the whole coach carousel is a joke. It's garbage. Um, if I was Nick Saban level and I say, hey, I want to
Time to
coach at this
figure out
school,
where on
they're
the
going to be
coaching
talking to
staff you
me.
want to start.
Not this whole, you
Whichever
get four
now for the
choices of.
fun part. Here you'll create. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype.
But
Your
yeah, so
starting
I'm
choices are motivator, recruiter,
normally
and
I play like a
tactician. What's
motivator,
most
but not
important
this
to you?
time.
Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent,
With a
or
small
putting your
school,
team in the best position
motivator
to win.
takes a long time to get it to go. And looking at this, since I'm not really playing around with some of the other settings, I did reduce the rate of transfer, but they're still probably going to be losing tons of kids each year at ECU. It's just the way that the turnover is set, especially for small schools like this early on. It's going to be really, really tough. So, my alma mater is Texas, but and that's kind of a problem. You start there and you want to stay in the region. It's like I don't want to be in the region there. I've also just physically moved to a better spot. I mean, Texas is hot, and I'm tired of the hot. So let's look at North Carolina. I mean, that's where I've got ECU. It's in that region. There's a lot of smaller schools you can build up to ACC schools in the region. So a lot of diversity for a coach. So that's where we're going to start. Although, yeah, the veer and shoot, I also run my personal playbook off a base veer and shoot that I've changed. Went ahead and skipped the building coach stuff because that's boring. There's my coach, that's me. And looking at the roster, and I really don't know why I go into this too much. I started looking at, well, I want to see what you've got to begin with, and that's a 85 overall, not bad for a 1.5 star school. So, junior, if I'm lucky, if I don't lose him or whatever. But these other guys, like I said before, when I first started looking at this, it's like, oh, well, what do I need to do to keep these guys? And it's like, well, what can you do? At this level, you start looking at some of the things. Oh, well, he wants a B and something that you've got a D, and it's like, yeah, I'm not making that up. And you're right here, look. He wants a C plus in brand exposure, and I'm already at a D plus throughout the season. Maybe he advances to where he wants something even more. The other coaches are motivators on this team, so there's not anybody that's even a strategist to try to keep your players from leaving at a certain position. So there's not even a position that I can kind of say, okay, well, I can kind of try to build around, becoming this position centric. I don't remember what school in one of my previous goes. It might have even been a custom school where they just gave me some guys who started with strategist and had defensive backs, so I was able to really build up high-level defensive backs and became kind of like DBU from a smaller school because I had the strategists that were knocking like letter grades off of their retention or leave desire. So that really, I mean, it does make a factor. You know, you look at progressions, and the grades tick about, I think it's like every 5 overalls or something like that. Ticks a grade, so, you know, from 80 to 85, 85 to 90, 90 to 95. It's somewhere around that range. I don't know what the actual correlation is off the top of my head, but that is kind of like, as their overall goes up, then it's a direct correlation to the letter grades of their retention. So, you know, at this point, I'm looking at these guys, getting an idea of this team, and it's like, yeah, they're just not really, you know. And the other thing that really gets me about this game, the playing time is so stupid because it has nothing to do with their depth chart. It has to do with their overall. So if you've got this guy, like this guy right here, I would move this guy to fullback, but I can't, you know. You know, or the seniors, and I don't know how well they fixed. I know they addressed that in the patch a while ago, but the whole thing of people on the depth chart leaving for playing time when the seniors ahead of them are already leaving, and they don't factor that in. So we'll see. But there's teams where I wanted to move one of those players out of the way of the running back to give him a higher playing time, because I'm going to play that guy anyway. I'm going to the depth chart, you know, and we'll see that I want to run the faster guy, and the younger guy, I want him to get the experience. You know, and I cut this out of the video, but the Lucid Bruiser, yeah, I was going to make him like a fullback or something, or one of these guys, and you can't change them, all the base players in the game, so, you know, the base roster players. And I think they might have even nerfed allowing you to edit your player position overall anyway, so you can only do position changes in the off season on that 1 week of the season, which is also pretty stupid. I mean, especially for lateral moves. I mean, I get it. Off season, you're going to move, you know, your offensive lineman to defensive line. Big moves like that, you know. But moving a wide receiver to tight end, halfback to fullback, something like that, you know, moving your offensive line positions, they do that during the season all the time. And not just, you know, switching them in the depth charts, which is also a pain, just logistically. I did want to play with this here. Move around guys. I wanted to get more kick power in my punter. Move one of the kickers over to punting. I know they really, it's the kickers are kickers in this game, so it's not really that much of a difference between, oh, hey, your ability to punt the ball or your ability to place kick, which, you know, other games have done it, you know, made different, I guess, different ability scores for those things, but this one does not. So, you know, and I've got way too many kickers on the roster. I know that, you know, you want to have multiples. Now on this game, especially when you've got, oh, my kicker got better, he hit that plateau or whatever, he's up to the next state. Oh, he's going to leave. So you don't want to be without a kicker. But yeah, so.
And you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina.
But yeah, so we started. I mean, I took the base schedule. I didn't play with that. Didn't change that at all. Haven't followed these schools recently very much. NC State I've had a hard time with because their logo is so minor league baseball. but they've actually gotten better the last few years, I guess. So. But I didn't. One, I didn't know this was a rivalry game, and that was interesting to find. I mean, of course, they have things like this, but that East Carolina won last year's game, so. And they're a good clip better than my squad. So I don't have a lot of expectations here, but as you can see, this is just playing.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That felt like more than 4 yards, but I'll take it.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well
tackle.
covered, just a short gain there. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Good job.
And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So East Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time.
That's another thing that's horrible is kick returning. Sometimes, and some of the stupid stuff they do. There's like, I don't know how the options, yeah, don't take it out of the end zone.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard
Jeez, I was seeing that go the other way. It's my previous Sims.
And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They're getting in there. They haven't quite gotten to him. That was dangerous. I don't know what he's talking about. It could have been my player, could have been the fence. Oof, that looked silly. He got lucky too. Yeah, hate to have to bench you already, kid. What am I kidding? That's the best guy I got on the squad. Oof, wide. That's why I can't afford to bench the quarterback.
He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances.
I don't normally play hurry up when I'm actually playing the game, but
and good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking down the middle.
Throwing into a mess, Hail Mary stuff's stupid. Sweet. Nice.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation.
Is it false hope?
To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
I have to learn who these players are.
Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown.
Well, what am I talking about? They'll all be gone next year anyway.
Sending the offense back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down.
3 yards, it's all right.
The play action fake. The sure hands, it smothers. Turning it on. They finally get to him. A lot of play there. Down
hell, that was a chunk.
45-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the toss. On his feet at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there in this offense.
Hey, they're starting to gouge me.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sucker.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play.
The
And we'll
Kendrick
take a
of the
break to
day.
check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Let's talk for a second about NC State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Ooh.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense, fortunate enough,
their 54s all over the place. My 54 and
the Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
Nice.
The Pirates want to crank the tempo. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Nice kind of a screen there. I mean, screen with the other receiver kind of pick. But we didn't make it, so
Fields the button, tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Spins away. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the
yeah, that's a morale killer.
And I think
for
they'll
me.
Give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down.
Yeah, they're driving.
Fires to the wideout. They need to make sure. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
That looks silly.
Came down at the 12-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Moving past the 25. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Hauser. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk.
Yeah, I don't like those shots like that. The 3 of my guys, 3 of his guys. It's just not good odds, man.
Hand off from the gun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Pirates are in the hurry up.
See if we at least get in field goal range.
Try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him.
Nice catch. Oh, no, darn, he didn't catch. You should go for it, man.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field.
You might as well kick to the back of the end zone, get back to the 20 instead of 20 and a half.
Idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the
good tackle.
experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games.
Go! Oh, man. Oh. Nice.
From the red zone, it's Montgomery. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage
Damn.
on that play. Able to
Don't
wedge
get-
it back
don't get
to the
hurt.
line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Hauser.
I need my stars to not get killed.
That throw and
Chunky a
catch
little bit.
gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. From the gun
All
on
you got to do
third
is
down.
not give up 5 yards.
Fires into the end zone.
Oh, right. Oops. Doop.
Touchdown ECU. Quick strike
Nice.
through the
Out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State.
He'll take it himself.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll
Running
see
back's
it
probably
right
happy
here.
that he
Thanks for
sucked
the
that
update on one,
sack
Kevin.
of
Let us know when it
the
goes
hit.
final. Gives it to the back on the draw. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4
Okay,
out
good
to the
job, D.
17.
Good job.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense
I wish you would wrap up and not just
off
push the
play fake
guy.
on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a first down
play.
on the nice pickup there. The Pirates will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Hauser. He's got it on the
Sweet.
move.
Whoop.
And NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of
So
this
this is where the
Back with a lot of options on
circuit
second and
kicks
short.
in to make things a game again.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's got enough for the first down.
Man,
They'll
this
run
guy
it at the 34.
really likes to extend the ball out. He
They
needs to
move
like
the sticks
fumble.
on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on
Yeah, if he
second
would have
down.
tried to pitch it, maybe he would have fumbled though.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rogers. Several defenders
okay,
get
it's
an
okay.
assist on that tackle. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third. On to
Oh
the
man.
He's got enough to move the
Right in
chains,
the hole.
and they'll spot it at the 47. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It Smothers. The
Nice.
defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. To the air. It's Bailey. And the Heat.
All right,
gets
got
raised
in there,
his
got
third
him.
down. He's looking downfield to throw. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man.
Yep.
They bring him down.
That's a
but
way
the
to
big
get out of
play
that
will
hole.
move the sticks. And the Pirates in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as
Nice.
you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you make 4 or 5 yards of play. That's good.
Short of midfield at the 49.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Nice.
Get communicated, get lined up.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're into the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Going for it all.
No.
Oh,
I hate those plays.
There, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
Yeah, that's...
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That was less than
Feels as if
optimal,
the whole
guys.
city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Under fire. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. And this one
Jeez,
will be stopped for
should
no
have gotten
gain.
him farther back.
They go to the Wildcat here,
we
looking to
should
take
have.
advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Smothers. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. They're about to wear this punter out.
Anyway.
He's already been out 4 times, staring at a fifth offense back to work. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Being a little too cute for your own good there.
They've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Nice move to keep running.
Chunking.
He now has 72 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
This whole game is just waiting for the bubble to burst, huh?
To the ground, he's got it again. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some... And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them
Thought the guy should have made it,
everything
but...
on that one. Powers forward. Into the end.
Win. I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats.
Gonna run it. It's Montgomery.
Regardless the outcome today,
Not
guys,
bad,
these
Ron.
are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Hauser. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. He'll
Nice.
make a play on 3rd down.
Looked a
He's
little
got
lucky,
enough for the
but,
first as
you
they
know,
mark
take
at
it.
the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down.
Breaks into the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think a better team might be taking that ball back the other way.
To the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Grabbed over
Nice.
the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10.
All right, defense.
Screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Quiet this stadium down, man.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the secondary. I don't know if it's the defenses they're running. The guys just aren't any good. But I got some good players, but they're not, you know, it's not Alabama out there.
Looking for space. It's Montgomery. He worked.
Good one.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Nice.
Stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense.
Got a lot of points, man, still in the first half.
Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should...
Back to the well. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Nice.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds.
Nice floppy feet.
On that one. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Finds his man. It's Rogers. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
Nice. Well, not for me, but that was a good play.
Getting it down to the 24.
Right in the middle. I had like 5 guys back there, but nobody in the right spot.
Awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Rogers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Run in the red zone. It's Smothers. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, lift that thing out there. See somebody kick it out of his hand.
They'll give it to him again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Beat on him.
Right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Hold tight, D.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. It's incomplete.
Here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Absolute 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
Okay, well, that sucked.
He is effective, and they tackle him at the 9 sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The inside handoff. Running to Green.
Wow, nice.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And busting.
Now here's 2nd.
They've been getting some chunks.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the live after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Same thing again. I don't know. Just bite him with that.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Smith.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey,
Give
quarterback's
us in
got
the
to be
middle.
able
So
to
you
get
can
it to
get in
him
the field goal
because he
range.
knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him.
I'd like you guys to work it to the outside or get out of bounds, save me some time.
From the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing toward the end zone. And it's caught.
Nice.
Carolina.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye
Come on,
on
guys, don't let these guys much down here in the 27 seconds left.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Okay, they're out of timeouts at least.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll try to do it himself. And he has
Well, that's the stupidest thing ever.
Sliding.
Thank you, dummy.
This day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on
At the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work.
All right, good start the second half. We've got a pretty good start.
That deep ball was right on the money. It just has to make that catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Gets the back moving.
All right.
Right back.
Yeah, I had just burst of big runs there.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Using the pads,
So,
using the stiff arm,
I mean,
using all
good
kinds of
size.
strength to get
That's
across
great.
the
That's
25
great
to the
play.
26.
Oh no, he dropped it.
He'll keep it
But yeah,
himself.
going in the second half, I mean, we're doing well. We're rolling. They haven't really stopped us successfully multiple times, but you know, waiting for the cheat circuit to kick in. Ooh, nice, tough run.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Good quickness to grab it off.
Halfway there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice.
The give to
Got
the
some
back.
few wheels on him.
Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Nice.
That's
I'm
caught.
liking
It's
the
Smith.
extra
To the
yards
air on
after
first down.
contact.
The short hands, it's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll...
Ooh, I'm surprised. I thought that was going to get
The give
stuck.
to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
I'm happy enough with the play selection. I haven't. I mean, I set up the playbook, and I've done some grades on play priority, but not a whole ton. It's really too much to go into, and then you know the AI going to do AI anyway, so.
Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before they, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down.
But so far, I'm liking the play selection.
It's going, and that offense back onto the field. Off the
Ow,
play fake
dude.
on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down play from the gun. He lobs one high down the left side.
That's fair.
Makes the grab at the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all
Another
the way
loss.
to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They dialed up the perfect call. Ended execution. Now they've got it. Threatening. First and 10 from the 27.
No, it didn't. He was falling down as he
Looking
catching
downfield on
it.
first down.
It's still too big. Too many
Here's
yards.
the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
They had enough time, but
NC State with a
Nice.
lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. And this defense is keep
Sure,
this
the
drive
Kendrick of
alive
the
after
day.
that earlier sack. On 3rd and long,
That joke's
doesn't
going to
need
get old
take the
really
check
fast
down.
this season, I'm sure.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3
touchdowns. Looking
I'm glad
very
52
comfortable.
pulled off and gone
Finally,
because that
the defense
linebacker
gets
was
to him.
not
Finally,
spying
the defense
well
gets
enough.
a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Oof.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Using the quick game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the
Good dip.
chains. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. What a night he's had. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Pirates want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a wide open receiver. He's loose on the side. 10. And he ran away
They give up
from
these
the
big
crowd.
plays.
He'll
It suck.
coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To throw, it's Bailey.
That sucked.
Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the
Back in our
28,
end.
but it's a 10-yard gain. Now multiple possessions.
Oh,
really
Jesus.
need to cash in on this drive.
Broken coverage.
Move the sticks on 3rd and short.
I'm glad he's fast enough because he had to
Pressure
kind of wait
coming.
up for that. But
Pass rush, gets there, gets home. The 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bailey.
ow.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 29-yard
Nice.
line. Picked up 15
Tighten this up. Let's get this
yards on
game
the
over
play,
with.
and he's
Come on.
got a 1st down.
Almost 20 minutes to go.
Wants to throw
Too
on
much
1st
time.
down. Can't. Back to pass. Under fire. Time to move the chains,
Hopefully they think
keep
about
this
losing
drive
yards.
alive after
Oh,
that
well.
earlier sack.
That's not how they think about going on
On
a
3rd
big
and
one,
long,
but
you'll have to turn it loose deep.
was a big one.
Didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a
Lucky there.
10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Oh, nice.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Completes it in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off play action.
Nice little dump off.
Bring in the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
A lot of
Fires to the
soft
wideout.
zone.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the
Yikes.
43-yard line.
Yeah, fell out of the way.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle.
Probably could have ran
And the
about more
defense
closer.
making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top.
Yeah, another one left open. Just sitting back
How
watching.
about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Jesus.
Still on his feet. Oh, they're after him.
He threw it right to the freaking guy. Lucky he
Throw
dropped
to.
it.
He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield.
I'm pretty happy with these guys holding on to the ball because I expect it against tougher teams. They're just dropping passes left and right. And that's, oh geez, that was incredible. I'm glad they threw it away too. A lot of times they're just not, you know, that cognizant to bother to just get rid of the ball. Just sit there, suck it.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser.
Yeah, you'll see about getting that play off as we're already doing it between quarters.
Drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
I've got like a pinchy face longhorn imitation.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Take my easy
Part of the
5.
backfield, it's
As good
Montgomery.
as a running play.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Pirates started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in.
It almost felt like a screen with the guys coming in, just dump it off to the running back. I know it wasn't. Just lucky he didn't need
Back to throw, it's Bailey.
Like he ate it
Catch
there.
in the middle, it's Grimes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. NC State with a first and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Easy peasy.
Just a toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again.
Too much space.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. To the air on first down. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains
just in
now
general,
on
the game
second and
does
long.
that. Another screen that I'm getting beaten on.
They'll
Lucky that guy was able to.
Fires to the big
Too bad he couldn't pop it out. That guy's trying to stretch for no reason.
Despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third and long.
That's silly that he goes to throw it away on the left side when he should just he was facing to the right. He's just throwing it away that way.
They'll mark it at the 14.
So this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
You know, at least you keep him down in bounds.
Closer and closer to pay dirt. From the gun, they'll give it on
Clock
the
is the
inside.
12th, 13th, and 14th players here.
Close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down.
One of the few times we actually stood
Not sure
that
you
up.
could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
You know,
And
what
they
we like
get
to do.
nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Well, they are at home, but, you know.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in from their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina has the back in
Surprised
the
they hadn't
purple
punched it in
pirate
already,
offense
but I'm
will
happy
go to
that
work.
we're going to burn about another minute off the clock.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on first and 10 from the 26. Might as
Yeah,
well give it
that's
to him
easy.
again. Turning it on.
It's like
Really
Moses
nice
parting the
pickup
Red Sea.
there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the
Nice.
move, it's
Push me
Montgomery.
forward.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I guess we're running the zone.
Went to the running game
Zone
on
run
first
there.
down. Now here they come again. They'll
Just
ride the
outman
running back and
him.
leave it
Scoot
with
back.
it.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard
There.
line.
Big
It'll
chunk
be
of
first
time
down.
there.
The Pirates, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Oh, wow, okay.
Off the play fake on first down.
We got
Throws to
3
the
yards
wideout.
when I thought he was going to lose like
And
2,
he'll
so
take this into the end zone,
it's
but
like
hang
almost like a
on
5-yard
just
run.
second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Nice.
Offense in an empty set. QB draw. Pass the sticks.
Ooh.
Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. And he was off to 4 minutes to go here on
On
second
them.
down. After the incompletion, they go back.
That
on
mascot
top.
is interesting.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions.
Come
You
on,
can't
man.
come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
It is kind of like the cheat
Going
circuit
back
kicking
to the
in,
well,
letting them
another deep ball.
just get stats
And
because
it's
they're not getting
knocked
anything
away,
with
and they
stats
don't
here.
convert on 4th down. The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play.
I wouldn't say
able to
trip up
wedge
to
it
his
back to the
fingers.
line of
It was
scrimmage.
upended in the air, but
Got
you know,
stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
and he's gonna do this again.
With 4th down coming. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the
Those are
field.
the best plays in the game, the smartest ones. Let's throw a 50-50 ball
Wants to
on
return it.
4th and 5.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway
Yeah,
from
they got
just
some time
inside
off.
the
That's the
35
important
at their own 34.
Wrap this thing
Finds
up.
his man. It's Anderson. He's brought down,
We didn't
but there's
get
a
very
flag on
anywhere,
the
but
field.
I
Let's
guess
see
we'll
what
punt
the
it.
call is.
Hopefully they'll run it out and just, burn this clock
They'll
off.
run the RPO
Hit
and
this
throw it
thing.
right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finding to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Got it in the middle. It's
I hate when
Anderson.
that happens. Well, I hate when it happens to my team.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Oh. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Keep me in
Back up
bounds.
now, here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, of course.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
I mean, there's no
That was being mugged by the
threat in this
defender.
game, but it'd be nice to not let them score on principle. It's a rivalry game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Reception would have been nice, but,
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not mucking in a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Under pressure. still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And down he
But,
goes.
you know, at least it
and
wasn't
that's gonna do
down
it.
at the
Didn't have
first-
much
I
of
mean,
a
the
chance
first
there,
down,
and the
the first
defense puts an
1
exclamation
yard
point
line.
on this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much
Eat
fun.
it.
You've been practicing.
Suck
Iron
that.
out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has
Suck
been
that
another
too.
presentation of EA
Best way
Sports
to end
College
it.
Football.
Tell them to take it and suck it. Well, you know. Nice blowout win against a rival to start the season. You know, deep inside we all know it's only downhill from here. I guess next game is against FCS schools, so hopefully we can trounce them, but we'll probably not look this good against them, but you know, good numbers. The total yards is insane. I mean, on both sides, our defense is kind of, you know, I haven't had them on the field a long time because we're getting chunk yards, so look at my team. Yeah, not bad. Four runs of 20 yards or more. 14 catches, 231 yards. Yeah. So on this side, they say we gave up 2 sacks, but I'm pretty sure we gave up 3. We'll check that in a minute. Five, six, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 sacks. Well, that was nice. See, the new offensive coordinator, first game in, breaking records. Hopefully that's a message of good things to come. Yep. Fans week. Okay, these are our guys. Let's see what we got going here. Brand exposure. You guys can leave. You knew you're weren't gonna get brand exposure here when you came on. They're championship contenders. That's not fair. They did, I guess, win 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, that guy had a monster game. It was insane. Hopefully we'll tear them up this week. Southeast. Let's check our recruiting. So we got a few guys that had the top 5. Start digging into them. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm not going to dig too much into scouting overall because at this point, I'm only really looking at 3 stars. And any 3 stars are going to be better than the 1 and 2 stars, even if they're busts. They're not going to be worse, and they'll have the opportunity to get better. So we've got these guys in. We'll try to unlock their best points and get soft sells. I probably won't hard sell. They're probably I just probably won't have the I won't have the actual grades to have enough points to get anything good out of it. So it's gonna have to be pure points. If I have something that's a B or better, maybe schedule visits on guys, but like that guy, 40 points, I don't know. We'll see later. because I really need to just dump points in these guys early on, try to get leads. As far as it goes with these smaller schools, even if you're like pushing them all the way to the tops of their bars, they're not going to commit until late. They just don't commit to the small schools until late. You know, I've played on built up schools, built up, 4-star programs, and you can get guys to commit. I could have my whole class set by week 10. Everybody I want to bring in, maybe a few slots. You keep a few slots open for the transfer portal, but as much as I want to pull in. But with these little schools, you really can't. So you got to go whole hog on all the guys you really, really want to bring in as much as early. Another problem with this build, version of the game, you go into it, and at least they did a better initial start. Starting a lot of teams, they're just, instead of, I guess 25 still tried to do the old, well, we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and even the crappy schools were like 70s. It's like, well, this year, no, you look at Akron and Kent State, and they're barely, a tick up from a FCS school, because that's the reality of things, and that's what's going to come next year. It even happened this year with Delaware, but next year you're going to have more smaller schools that are moving into Division One, and so I'm glad they did that. But what happens is your initial setup, you think you're like a 2 or 3 star program, then after a season you're down like a 1 star because you got trounced, and so that fluidity is a little too volatile. Either the ability for it to change rapidly is overblown, and they don't have the data into their systems for the way they go on a rolling kind of scale. And that's the way they do like Pro Potential. It's a series of how guys have been drafted over a number of seasons, number of years. So it's kind of hard with some of these schools. You fall off a cliff right at the beginning, which is silly as well. It's just as silly as turning a tiny school into a powerhouse, even within a series of 5 or 6 years. But this game is, not super realistic, so. Yeah, so if I can get some good grades for these guys, if they're gonna like, some of these, I don't care about that so much, but yeah, I have to hope that they're going to like these grades starting off is why I'm actually a top school early on, in their top on their boards. So we have to hope on that. There's a few guys I think I was trying to really grab at. There's a few you'll see you're not interested, but as long as they're not looking at, top dog schools, you can kind of push at them early and see if you can catch their glance. Yeah, I've got a gold pipeline, but I'm not really putting anything on this guy. Okay, we'll see what goes on next week.